Welcome on back everyone to ToD Warhammer 3 in part 12 of our Tamurkhan Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we have more drama in the warband where Khargan the Crazed has been gleefully slaughtering his own allies once again with a beaming grin on his face, brutalizing the Norskins and taking no prisoners from among the depleted tribes. In response, Mournhowl rages, demanding that this flagrant disregard for his kin must be answered for. Werekin seems on the verge of tearing the madman apart. All the while, Khargan's manic laughter has yet to cease. Khargan is a serious issue, isn't he? We're gonna go ahead and side with Mournhowl this time. Put Khargan in his place at once this madness must end. Gonna quell Khargan. It's sensible, it's gonna give us more growth. And we'll have some more dominance as well for drop kicking at someone who is insane. If we side with Khargan, his insane penchant for violence is much too useful to be curtailed. We just get more fealty. So even siding with Mournhowl doesn't give you fealty with Mournhowl. That's a pretty tough choice normally. I'm going to go for siding with Mournhowl just for the dominance and quelling Khargan. But if you want to power through Khargan's alignment there, this is the one to go for. A Warlord's consequence. Khargan does not take lightly of being reprimanded. Just punch him in the side of the head. He calls out Mournhowl and break the... Tamurkhan, you're a terrible leader. Why did you break Khargan's jaw? Mournhowl's now wounded and... Khargan is allowed to be fine, apparently. Quality of Malefics has a brand new traveling clothes saleswoman. And now our Werekin has his jaw broken. Even though he has regeneration, you think that would just kind of like snap back into place. It'd be gross, but it would still just kind of snap back into place. But I guess he's going to be wounded for a turn. Galixis is down one of his champions. In between, we had Sigvald sign us a military access pact, and he helped us take down Malice Darkblade himself. There's just a bunch of random Druki lords running around, which are disintegrating away as we speak. Which is great. We'll just kind of let Sigvald hunt them down. We could take down Arwinil here.
The goddess forbids it.
But that slows down our crawl across the plains. Palace of Princes or Infernius. Yeah, let's head on over to the Palace of Princes. Finish off this province. I'm just gonna let Sigvald hunt down the remaining Druki here. We colonize it. It's expensive. But we are generous gardeners. Put in the Nurgle nest and pop in control and more growth. For the Plague God's nursery. Indeed. Let's see if we can't drop his upkeep by a bit. Go upkeep, melee attack, and then perhaps weapon strength. That shall work, and we'll just go for as long as we're able to. We can only increase it by once, so 5 turns is fine. And we'll go ahead, flaccid glands. This isn't going to give us any kind of... Either way, Sigvald should stay well away from us. We will infect. Give us a little bit of a break on our upkeep. So Folly of Malefics. All of these settlements are under threat of being attacked. I just don't think that a single Lord of the Druki can handle demons. 3 at once is pretty scary. They do have the...
Waste my time.
Well, maybe they don't. Oh, here's an Admiral.
Ridiculous.
So they do have the... Kane's Lash, Sky Cauldron, and Soul Rain army abilities. I still think they can hold the line just fine. We won't do any building over here, though. Let's jump into... See what other buildings we have, or other provinces. Dorjny Vort. I thought I told you to repair this. Turns out, no, they decided not to. We will go ahead and repair that. And then... Starting up a war with Grimgor is going to mean we're going to get attacked immediately up here. But I think trying to take Uzkalok from him is going to be a really good idea. It's a tier 5 settlement. And we can hit it now. Let's walk up. And then yoink away this tier 5 settlement from them. Don't mind if I do. We'll go ahead and snag the secondary point into Fate of... Or I guess, Purple Son of Xeris. And yeah, let's go to war with Grimgor.
But do it quickly, before I
Treachery.
kill you right where you stand.
Okay, so the treachery thing isn't going to be an issue. Let's try to do a turn of raiding.
Nurgle's uncleanest.
Up into Uzglok. Steal what we can from the greenskins. I'm sure they're going to enjoy that a whole bunch. Buildings are cycling through as grandfather intended. So yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade the Folly of Malefics there. And at Zorno's Cool, we will go for the income building. Our heroes are going to run around the outside. We've got 10 dominance to use here. Or more now. Beast Path stance, and then fully replenished. That is intriguing. The Chaos Chariots. We need to try to get at least one army rolling around with Chaos Chariots. I'm just not sure what they should be moving with. Maybe Trolls, or the Bile Trolls for dropping enemies melee defense as well, so the Trolls hit them first and then the Chariots charge through. Either way, we've got 10. Let's go ahead and grab some more Rot Knights. These guys are insanely powerful. Blunderbuss, Lasguns. Blunderbuss and some Lasguns. Yep, Golderman, you are still stealing from Kuhar, who is now... Oh, he's got some Furies in there now. And the Shrieking Sky Rays. Some interesting decisions. I would love to fight this army. Kind of wiggle you back and forth. Wulfric the Snaggerson. Ooh, they're besieging Karak Vlag. How far can we go if we start raiding? Not far enough. We'll go one more turn in March stance up towards Karak Doom. And then we'll just start raiding here at Dorslav. Counters being a turd. We've got Malefics moving around to... How many cultists do we have in this army already? Just the one. I mean, I don't even necessarily mind getting rid of these Plague Bearers for another unit of... for another cultist, but...
Follower of pestilence.
Oh, you're a Plague cultist. Liquefying Ears. Can't believe we had already forgotten. Let's drop this down on Dusty.
I shall sow pest.
Bring it on, clowns. Looks to be all we get you for this turn here. We'll come on back over with Tamurkhan. We might have him settle the Blood Mountain, but I would like to get across the sea here and start fighting the Empire in Kislev.
All chaos follows me.
Including the followers of Ashut. Join their war with Grimgore. I mean, I do want to. He's willing to pay me, so that's all I needed to hear. Oh, we can haggle a bit. And the Chaos Dwarves would be offended if we didn't. So we'll about 2350. A little bit too much. There, we're about 330 or 2325. We're getting there. Tamurkhan, Haggle Master. 15. Ooh, almost. What if we just drop it down to 10? Gained a little bit more gold out of him. Good finds this acceptable. And now our reliability is low. Which, we're Chaos, who cares? Trusting us was a fool's mistake. Could we win this battle? I don't think so. Maybe though, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to act like this is a auto-resolve, so I'm going to jump in and fight this one myself, so we're not just watching to see if these two heroes can take down our very small force here. And I'll be right on back. And what do you know, we pulled it off. So how I did that was I basically just had my Nurglings charge in first, get them surrounded, and then I smashed the Plague Bearers in, got them good and surrounded, and then just kept pulling the Nurglings in and out of battle, kept cycle charging them, and then annihilated the two. No problem, all we lost is the one unit of Nurglings, so that went great. And the Cliff of Beasts is under attack by just Volilosh. He shall fall. Oh, she's Still alive, though. How fun. Teaching fear to monsters. Raid a Black Fang. Can you do that? They're a long ways down there, though, aren't they? A bunch of plagues passing on out. We definitely need to try to grab the technology where spreading a plague gives us sight over the region. So what are we waiting on now for? Humanity is a virus. Armor and melee defense. Okay. Not a bad call. We're doing it for the Summon from Beyond for our leader. 2 units of Plague Bearers. Not bad. I'm actually going to stop that for a moment. We're going to come up to Plague Site.
Holes of sickness and death.
We're at war now, so we'll just move in on Uzkulak. I'll be doing... Well, we'll see how much gold we get from it, but I don't plan on sacking it. That way we can keep Uzkulak at tier 5. The lowest victory it will give us, we can just auto-resolve that one. No problem. I also want to see if I can lure some of the other greenskins over to fight him.
Pulverize them.
Before I make that decision, let's see how far Dusty. You're currently besieging Karak Vlag, so let's give him a choice. You can either defend Uzkulak or take Karak Vlag. It takes them a long time to build up siege equipment, which does stink.
Now, done.
Fort Volslav has a lot of... Is that just... We might be able to win this one with Wolfric, and even if we don't, oh well.
Wipe them out.
Go ahead and surround a Rog here. Close defeat it gives us. Well, how about... Why are you... Hang on now, why are you in March stance? That doesn't seem right. Oh, and because he's counting his Tamurkhan's army, he has less replenishment, less leadership, and less physical resistance. How fun. That's fine by me. Let's go ahead and surround Dwarslav here. I don't know why we're considered in March stance. Laying siege we are. All we'll do is we'll just surround both of these armies here and figure out if Dusty really wants to besiege Karak Vlag and get rid of my Chaos Dwarf buddies. I won't be able to use their outpost anymore. Which would be lame. I do think we need another Lord. So let's go ahead and pop in. Chaos Lord and our... Here, hang on now. Okay, so I've been doing testing for what I'm calling the... lovingly calling the Zeech Tertio. I just realized I have removed all of our Warriors of Chaos units. So let me pause the recording once more. I'll re-enable that DLC and we'll be right back. Alright, that should be better. Get our Warriors of Chaos stuff back up. That's exactly right. So there's our Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Concerning that was. Yeah, no, what I'm doing is I'm working on a series of videos where I'm showing off kind of factions and 3 kind of historical battle tactics that I've adapted for their identity. That way it can help any kind of beginners on just figuring out formations for their battle lines, or just for kind of just for fun if you want to see what historical tactics look like, what they look like here for Warhammer. So Tamurkhan. I think it's time for you to start moving across. Stop worrying about the Chaos Waste and get on to destroying Nuln. So in lore, he comes on down, basically where we're at here from Kadatha. He goes to the east, basically to about where the Cathayans are normally. He comes all the way down to the Stone Ski foothills and then starts basically sneaking around. So I'm pretty sure. He comes where he can basically sneak around. They know they can't handle Grease's Goldtooth in the Mountains of Morn. There's just too many ogres, and his warband is, while very powerful, it's not unlimited, and as soon as they do leave the Chaos Waste, there's now not a lot of replenishment they can get to. So while they're moving through the mountains, they try to sneak through. They do run into one Chaos, or not Chaos tribe, but one tribe led by Crack a Break Mountain, who basically stops them from moving through. They have a big old fight. Crack a Break Mountain actually defeats Tamurkhan's Slaneshi form, and then in kind of typical fashion with Tamurkhan, when the ogre turns to celebrate his victory, Tamurkhan bursts out and has himself an ogre snack.
I'll destroy you.
I'll destroy you. Funnily enough, even though they had an advantage, they chose not to come attack us. So what we'll do is we'll come on over to the Fetid Catacombs in march stance.
Shut up before my conquests.
Putting Blood Mountain's probably a good idea too, but I want Tamurkhan moving. So we'll let the followers of Chaos have it. Come on over to our port. There's just a bunch of armies sitting around here.
The goddess forbids it.
Not having any faction settlements, or not having any actual settlements, they don't have any gold. I don't know how they're able to field this many heroes all at once. Or all this many lords, that is.
The demonic host.
Alright, well, a Galixis. We've got 3 dominants left. We could just go ahead and snag our final Inferno Guard with Fireglaive there. Mornfang, or Mornhow is, of course, wounded. Dance of Despair. Nah, we'll save our dominance we have left. Galixis knows we know you haven't been moved. You just kind of hang out here at the Bilious Cliffs. It's a boring job, but someone's got to do it. Have anything that's better than our Marauder Horsemen? Plague Drones with Death's Heads would be better than Marauder Horsemen. Also, a lot more golden upkeep. So for now, we shall make do with what we have. It'll be fine. Building upgrades of Bloodfire. All it's asking for is the Malevolent Mycelium. I am tempted to go for removing the tendrils here, replace that with a gold building, or even our actual timber building that we initially had. We don't need the control, so I'm going to pull the control building out as well, replace this with a gold one, and then the other with the timber. Come back through and fix our old settlements back up. Plague Duration, let's switch this over to Control and Growth. Crystal Spires. We need the gold, so we'll go ahead and save for a turn. Writhing Fortress is almost up to tier 4. And start repairing some of these. I think the Fetid Catacombs was right next to Sigvald. And Arwenil herself can't handle that one. Can't handle that one. Also will repair the Cliff of Beasts up. Smash into me if you wish. And we'll build in the Wood Outpost as well. Not only Tamurkhan is going to rise. Alright, Arwenil is back hitting the Fetid Catacombs, but we have Sigvald there to defend. Thank you, beautiful sir. Blighted Grove is under attack as well. We've got lots of dominance to be had here from Grave. Thank you so much. Well, maybe not. Does that not generate? Yeah, it does. Cool. Concerned for a half second there. Thank you kindly. And these are some determined greenskins. Crusha, Backstabber, and Dusty. Build to the light of duty occultists. Plague occultists. Twisted Towers is besieged. Really? No hydrants, you fool. Katzak Fimdrak has been corrupted by Slanesh. Well, everyone likes a game of cards, a few flagons of ale, a visit to the House of Pleasure after closing time, don't they? Don't they? So now we get more control. I don't mind that at all. We'll keep this one on there. Oh good, everyone's corrupted by Slanesh. They're all going to the club together after work. Just wanted to stop us from building. Makes sense. Leave. We have dominance to build. Hey, just keep going. Just keep sitting the lords in. Works for me. Tamurkhan. Sabioth here is in March stance like a fool, so we'll go ahead and catch her, build up dominance even further. Oh. Sir. My apologies. And your due. I love the plague ships. Makes me wish we absolutely wish we had naval combat. should we smash into the Norskins here? Or just circle around and start fighting against the... Ooh, but that's obsidian. Greed has overtaken Tamurkhan. Make sure we have no deals with you.
Or to be speared like a pig.
Oh, it's gonna be the second one, but for you, sir. You'll be making an excellent snack for Bobebelos.
Master of
Oh no, there'll be no deals with you,
You dare.
village. Of the deals you make with Bobebelos' belly. Alright, we're about to crash into Norska like a big fetid meteor. Hey, again, I'm really impressed they're willing to sit here and fight. Oh, because Drongnash has come on in to help us, we can just take this one to the auto-resolve, and since they are a allied force that for some reason is still in March, we'll take it. We will sack Fort Dorislav. And then, can we claim this for Tamurkhan? We can, and then we'll go ahead and give it over to these Chaos Dwarves.
I hear you.
Occupy. Let's see if they're willing to actually buy it from us. I'll sell you Fort Dvorslav. Oh, they actually are. Give me all your gold.
Nurgle.
Nurgle. Of course you accept.
Praise
We are the most generous. Allied missions. Beard Tega, the Backstabber, Dusty, and Grimgore. Who is down here? Always good to have a Grimgore when you're not... Oh, hang on now. Not just a Grimgore, a Grotzlik. I'm gonna hunt down Dusty for the Fiend. Their outpost can go up to a Nurgle colony. Nah. No thanks. I will hunt down this Admiral, though. Don't you worry about that. We got 14,000 gold now. But we are about to get bullied down here at Blizzard Peak. Unfortunate, because that's a lot of gold. 300 plus 600 gold total coming out of there. Let's take down Uzkulak now. I'm gonna auto-resolve it. Makes me sad too, don't worry. Holy 18,000 gold, Batman. Listen, I said we weren't gonna get seduced by the money, but I think we will. I think we will. And then I am taking Uzkulak. You guys don't get it back. This belongs to Nurgle now. It's a tier 3 settlement, that's just fine. So what does iron do for us? Extra recruitment health, that's actually really good. We will do the bog, the defenses, and... honestly, probably the Nurgle corruption. We aren't really going to be recruiting anyone specifically in this province just yet, so... let's go Weeping Creepers for growth and corruption.
Father Nurgle.
Indeed. Arcane Conduit for you there, big boy. Blade Shield for Ludred. We'll circle back over to the health next. As far as McHammer goes, which is a great name. Let's give you a little bit more health.
A wondrous day.
Flying Doug. While hating Tzeentch is something that we're about, it's not... you're not really going to be fighting Tzeentch, so we'll make you a champion now. Funnel champion of Scoliosis. I'm going to go ahead and kick you fools out and replace them with some Exalteds. Huzzah.
Choosing children.
Wow, they're expensive.
Is a delight.
Alright, we got 25,000 gold left over. I like that we can upgrade the outpost that's about to get taken out. Go wood camp here. Income building here. And now we recruit up our... here's the thing, because Nurgle's kind of weird with its armies, we could recruit a lord here. And at least stare down Grotzlik. With a lot of guys. We would just then need to be moving very quick. If we don't want to we don't want to be punished for it too hard. I'm going to go for a Chaos Sorcerer, because I think Demon Princes are stronger than Exalted Great Unclean Ones. And then we'll grab... neither one of these are good. I was going to go for a Death one. Death Spellcaster, but let's go for a Hargroth with his Chaos Familiar. Plus, none of you are better. Oh. Holy good trait, Batman. Well, Septed, you might have just won yourself a... Aegis. Aura of Pestilence. We got lots of good heralds here. I'm gonna grab Septed the Scabrous, because that is a great trait. You sit up here, no matter how much money it's gonna drop kick us with here. I'm gonna grab Rot Knights, because they are in it. Well, those are 500. Let's try to get a bunch of cheap and cheerful before I go all in on the Rot Knights. Having just a single Soul Grinder is game-changing, so no matter how much gold he costs, I am going to grab at least one of them. And then we'll probably grab just a ton of armor-piercing Marauders. Nurglings are a good front line because of the abilities we have for them. Negative 3,000. That is a lot. Don't worry. It will be fine, I promise. Demon Spew. And then what else can we reasonably afford here? We can't really reasonably afford much. Really none of this we can reasonably afford. And then we'll get probably some Hounds. For some speed. 4k negative. This is rough. And then from here, I'm going to launch a Plague. Start with Attrition. Vanguard and Speed. Heck yeah. And then extra Winds of Magic. And instead of giving it to what I was going to, we're going to apply this to our own. So we'll just increase the duration up to 6 and infect Septed. Sweet. That's a terrifying amount of negative income. Elixis, we might have to stab Kuhar in the back. If I join, or if I declare war on you, who's gonna care?
Make amends or no destruction.
Make amends or no destruction. I prefer you bend the knee. We'll keep reading. It's still also generating us devotion with Mornhowl, which we absolutely need. Even though he is currently wounded. Courtesy of Khargan. Just real quick, do a check. Can't afford that. And I think we absolutely should. Fetid Catacombs is 25. I'm not going to go below 10. No matter how much I want to. There's no guarantees that we'll actually have a fight next battle, or next turn, and if I have to kick this guy out, that's a huge amount of wasted gold from Uzkalok. But I also don't want to lose the Blizzard Peak, so here we are. Elysian charges the Blighted Grove once more, and is sent to the afterlife. Oh good, Blizzard Peak's under attack, and it's going to be a decisive defeat. Really that bad for us, huh? Think so. That's a definite maybe. They've got several biggins, some goblin. Oh, the fanatics are going to be a problem because they've got their loony get this in through. Blends up. No, I mean full armor piercing, but no magical attacks there. So with our just swarms of Nurglings, we should hopefully be able to catch the bad guys and eliminate. This rogue idol is going to be a problem. We don't have much to deal with it. Our Hounds can charge over there, they'll just get crushed. Maybe the ToD. We'll see. Size of defeat, it shall not be, though. Take to the field. Alright, so how can we use the terrain against them? So we have full Vanguard, we get to do whatever we want, and I think we'll deploy right here. in between these two. They might choose to flank round, but I think we can handle that. So let's go Nurglings, the perfect wall. We'll do a unit on the side just in case they do try to flank. We can pretty much gum up any of the entrances we need to. And then you guys are counting as a captain, aren't you? So if they go down, we have a hit to our leadership. I think we can risk it. So these 3 Nurglings in a group. Little legions and layers of Nurglings. As they're all deployed, there we go, kind of a layers in here. And then we'll have all of our marauders ready to rush in behind them. Kind of keep them back a bit. That way, if they do choose to fire any artillery over here, it's completely bypassing our Nurglings. I'm going to have our Soul Grinder in the middle of this. The beasts are going to be very important for holding in. Super anchors for us. Let's do hounds behind. I'm going to have the Plague Bearers, which are also incredibly useful tanks. Oh, they actually don't have Vanguard. Because they're with the... I think because we're with the garrison instead of with our own units. They don't have the Plague just yet. Demon Spew are likely going to be targeted by the Doom Divers, so I'm going to keep them back behind. Plague Toad. Septed, you're going to be up front here. We got all of our boys. The lads from the town. And the battle can commence. Let's start blasting on the Doom Diver catapult to start. Plague Bears surge forward. We're gonna try to bring our own guys in. Right, drop a Spear Leech on the War Boss. Alright, here come the trolls. They smash right on in. It will send in the Plague Bearers with them. Nurglings turn and fight. Beast, get in there. We gotta send the rest of our marauders in too. Smashing them up.
Plague and pestilence, seeking torment.
Fire into the middle of these blobs. It's going to be very key. Demon Spew, you come up and help out with the Arachnarok, and I'm going to have our Hounds actually go round wide to deal with the Doom Diver. Toads, come up. You're losing demons kind of left and right here. Spirit Leech on the War Boss. That initial group of Nurglings is getting wiped out. They ran into the Plague Bearers and got instantly stopped. Definitely losing some units. Hounds come in here on these Orc-Boar chariots. Love you come up and duel with these Rogue Idol. Save for another Spear Leash. Hounds destroyed those Boar chariots. Well done. Bring yourselves through. Back there, they're sending some of their own big in cavalry to try to stop. Fair idea. We'll zap the Spear Leech in here one more time. This flank's about to go, which is unfortunate. Doom Divers did some serious damage here on our Soul Grinder. Needs some health. These Marauders are all over the place. Charge in here. Nurglings hold the line. The Hounds should be dealing with the Doom Divers, but they got caught by, looks like some Night Goblins back there. Very fair. Ragnarok is very healthy. Stone trolls and more boys working together. Let's see if we can't get our own toads back in and around. Beast, plague bearers through enemies work boys. Each triple 3-round burst is getting some serious damage, but the Black Orcs are still a huge issue. Back in and deal with these Doom Divers. You chase off these War Chariots, those are the Goblin ones. Either way, chase them away. Wah is active, but the Lord is gone. I'm gonna see if I can't deal with him completely. Drop the Spirit Leech on the Rogue Idol. Rotters, you come through in on these biggins here. Nurgly's keep using that fear and terror to scare them away. Let's blast these Black Orcs for a moment. Rest of our Marauders back on in here. We need some more heals, and we need the heals now. Does this spread from the units? 5? Let's drop it in here. These Nurglings. Rogue Idol's doing a pretty good job of staying away from more beasts. Push him up there, beast.
Fresh meat.
Obliterating those Black Orcs, but it's still a group of Black Orcs, so. Hordes coming back on in. Very brave. If you can't break free and charge down this war boss. Nurglings come through. We managed to come back just in time. Let's go get some Goblin Archers. Now there go our toads. Pull you away from the stone trolls there. No, it probably wasn't, but we'll keep trying.
Marauders of Nurgle.
Use your charge to get through these biggins. Knocks over a bunch of them. Get into the Night Goblins next if you can. The good news is, even if we lose here, we don't have to pay the upkeep on these guys, but I hope we could have gotten them. A few more dangerous units that we didn't have. We managed to bypass the beast entirely. Good on you. Drop heals on one of the 2 beasts of Nurgle. Let that spread around.
To safety.
To safety. You were safer than here. Lord is gone completely, but I think they just have enough units that they're not going to be too scared of losing that war boss. Someone else will take his place. Keep Spirit Leeching this Rogue Idol, though. Charge those biggins. The only way we're going to win this one is through terror. Let's see if we can't deal with the Doom Diver catapults. Gotta respect how long the Septim has held the line here. Big Beast just wants hugs. Make sure these Doom Divers are not a threat going forward here. Eight winds of magic for... I don't think a Terror Bomb would do it. We could try, though. How much more wins we have? 13. Now we gotta try it. Beast, let's give you a little bit more leadership. You go chase off these Goblin Archers. Some of our Marauders are back once more. Charge in there, lads. Rot Glorious Rot on the Rogue Idol. See if we can take it down. 25 men or above. I just should have paid better attention. Take down those archers. Maybe we can get a counter charge on those boar boy biggins. Looks like our lord's about to go down, though. He fought hard. But no cigar. Well, we wounded them pretty significantly, but not enough to really make it worth that huge army. We did take down Grotzlik, which means they'll just have another lord in. And we took out their Doom Divers, so at least they have no more artillery. We didn't manage to take out any of the other big beasties, though, so still quite a scary army. Warnhowl's fealty has increased up to aligned. Lovely. Need to get moving. Back on towards the Blizzard Peak here. Included by Grotzlik. Once beast, or once man, now beast, aligned. And now we have more ambush, success chance, and defense chance. Speaking of, where is Warnhowl now? Oh, he's still wounded. You broke his jaw for like 5 turns. A hell of a right hook. We will, for you, Iglixis, keep going down your magic line. So let's snag Curse of the Leper. Buff our own troops instead of weakening the enemy.
Useful adornments.
Useful adornments. We might need to give you an additional unit if it's going to be that long before Mornhowl's back. Sour is outside. Can I take down the Tusk Sons first? I would love to. Come here, Sour. War with the Greenskins. We call no one to help. Oh, the cool join us, because they are our servants. Don't run. You run is going to make it harder for me to take down a Wolfric. There we go. That's a mean army of Savage Orcs. Let's destroy them. They are mean no longer. We shall take 0% replenishment. Check that out. 0% up to full. Dimmed sun's gone. We can't turn around and hit the Monolith of Cthulhu, so we shall channel. Everyone, go charge up your crystals in the sea. Quick. Basic. Blade Shield's probably the way to go now. We like to unspread control too much. Your armor is all finished up. Let's go ahead and finish up your devastating charge up to plus 30. Their initial sucker punch is devastating. Let's go leadership for our Castellan. Sweet business. Hydrants, what are you doing? Get away from my towers. Right this instant. Right this instant. 13 dominance. We can pretty much just get the rest of our units, can't we? I don't want Chaos Chariots. You can get out of my face. Frost Dragons also can kind of leave me alone. We don't have the War Mammoth yet, which I do want. Laser cannons, we've got 8 more. Well, we don't have a big hairy boy in the army, but Mornhowl is a werekin, so we'll just add more of them in. Beast Path Stance. Enemies can't move is hilarious. Yeah, well, I do think we should start up a war with Kevin. So let's try Dance of Despair. In Ketzak's army. That only costs 1 for a Cataclysm. Which is 1 battle. Alright, Iglixis. Let's recruit you in some extra werewolf boys. And now we move on Sin Dancer, the Filler of Lust. All of you. No one's gonna help us except for the Cool. And let's drop the hammer. What valiant defeat you give me. Eager I am to prove you wrong. Let's go ahead and go armor-piercing damage on... I'm trying to find someone with not very much to start. That way we can bump it up by 8 more. It's hilarious. Maybe one of these to Pestigors. The meanest Pestigors around. 43. Great. When we have all of the enemy blobbed up, we can drop a Dance of Despair, drop their leadership by 24, and watch the Slaaneshi fools run for the hills. This won't be a complete walk in the park, though, because our units are scary. But besides that, we've got this. Alright, so it's going to be Purple Snake Lady against Flying One-Eyed Monster. I'm sure that's a fanfiction somewhere. We're a Marauder Axeman. Over here. Centaurs as well. As I now duel with Nurgle, trying to make me cough. No, Nurgle, not today. Alright, maybe today, but I was able to hit the mute button fast enough. Anytime you see me select all of my my missile troops and stop talking, that would be what's going on. Let's go ahead and do the mirror. Really, everything's going to kind of charge up here with Pestigors once the battle's properly engaged. We just can't start off over here. Druckmer can, of course. Chaos, good. ToD Dragon. Actually, ToD Dragon might want a little bit of that Herald. What else is gonna line up? Ready to rush. Cool little house. We've got our ogres, Plague Ogres, and the Great Weapon variant.
Boss says so.
Oh, says so. Get all the single entities with the Cygor and... Yeah, they don't really need to be in guard mode, do they? They charge into combat. Everyone's going to have a bad day. We'll get our proper infantry with the Skin Wolves, Famir, and Bile Trolls. Skirmish Cav. And it's about to be the Duel of the Princes. Let it begin. You and the ToD Dragon go have a snack. I was gonna use the Famir, but I changed my mind. And I'll start advancing. I'm gonna have the Beast in the center. Skin Wolves kind of over here. Two different Famir groups also in the middle, ready to be a nuisance. And the Ogres can also be behind, but they have a powerful Ogre charge, which we'll want to take advantage of. Bile Trolls, lastly, you guys are just going to kind of be in the back as well, waiting to drop your debuff wherever you can. Let the Skin Wolves rush around. Keep these guys a little bit further back, because otherwise they're just going to get taken out immediately. Demon Prince and Dragon. I mean, she's trying to do some damage. It's not going well. Demon Prince, I'll let you leave this one. Let the ToD Dragon finish her off. You go over and get in position. Drop one Spear Leech just for disrespect. And Baby Boobebelos can do the damage. We've named this one Cuddles. Affectionately. Cuddles, turn around and snack on a Sin Dancer. There it is. How long before the reinforcements get here? 35 seconds. I would say as soon as they do arrive, they're going to have a very bad day. It's like you're kind of in a dangerous spot. Let's move over just a bit. It's only dangerous if you're a coward. Drop down. Demon Prince needs to fight the other Demon Prince. Gotta go fight Kuhar even if you can't win. It's the only thing you have to do. Snack is finished off. Bring them on in. Melkoth's mystifying on these Brutes of the Hound. They're not going to enjoy that one bit. Rip the Umbral Pendulum through. Get in there, lads. That's a dumb idea, but go for it. Those Pestigor getting snacked on. Summon in the Cygor. More Penumbral Pendulum to rip through here. Oh, they got caught by... Because why not? Let's use your breath here. You can drop the leadership for everyone up in this front line, which I'm going to right now. Enjoy Doom. Pull away. Drop the Flock of Doom. Drop the Traderkin upgraded. Heals on Big Papa, who's not dueling with Kuhar, which is gonna make me frown. Everyone else ignore him. That is Inglixis' job. Hit with the Spirit Leech, buddy. Give our Pestigores a little bit of melee reflection. He tried to charge through that fight there. That wasn't gonna go well for them, was it? Get Zach charge. With our Toad Dragon. We'll just bring the axes kind of round. Close enough that they can chuck those in. Not close enough that they get run over like last time. Rocks being chucked. Front line is holding very well. Some slow-mo shots here in the battle. We got the Severed Claw, which we're going to want to use some magic on. And the Famir with those hammers. Sundering Armor with the Trolls dropping melee defense. Pestigores look like they're getting taken out by friendly hammers. Don't worry about that. We're not dueling with the enemy Demon Prince. I'm mad at you. Get him. Takes to the sky. You dead. You back shattered. We'll have them work together though. Because that's armor sundering. Beast come through. I want to see the Demon Princes fight. I think some match combat animations for the Demon Princes would be amazing. No one wins with a stomp. Go in there and hit him with a hammer. I need to try puking all over him, which is working. I won't argue that fact. Throwing axes plus worked very well. Let's weaken the Brutes of the Hound a bit more. Where's Gruckmer at? He's having a great time in the middle here. Warhammer Chaos. Rot, glorious rot. We'll drop it on the devoted Marauders of Slaanesh Spears there. That should spread around to a couple of other units. Oh, we got Pestigores running. Munch 'em. And that's the victory. Demon Prince of Nurgle beats Demon Prince of Undivided. Never fight fair. We're gonna rush in on the Severed Claw. I'm gonna have my 2 artillery about face. They're not taking out our own units. To make sure the Severed Claw does not leave. That is a win. Alright, that's Sin Dancer and Kuha defeated. And numerous holes crushed. And we'll go ahead and take the extra infection. Beautiful. Slayer of the God Slayer, so even more good relations with Kislev and less attrition for Glixis. Great stuff. I'm gonna give you life leeching there, and then at Zach we can give. Let's go for the armor. Ruckmer the 3-horn or more Nurgle corruption. And then we just go on in and smack Asavar. We're gonna auto-resolve this one. Sack the settlement again. How about you become a vassal? Really? Gonna take more beatings. Fair enough, we can apply. I'm gonna sprint over to the Bile Rock though for a single turn. That way we're able to replenish up our troops near to full. Then we can turn back around and start raiding again. Let's do Purple Son of Xeris for just sheer damage. And the only thing they're really ever going to be able to build up is going to be forces of Jaff, so we can just keep scything them down. All the Malefics we can go for. Let's do Growth here at the Palace of Princes, that way we get things upgraded. They've claimed Blood Mountain, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. 20,000 gold, we have Wolfric.
Enslave the Southerners.
Dusty is still sticking in to besiege the Carrick Flag settlement.
Northmen
Brave or foolish, you decide.
I hear you. Moving out.
Father
We'll have
Nurgle.
counter move down to deal with the Spray Skull Lakes. Everything we claim here in the Wasteland is going to be ours. Great Skull Lands, that is. Destroy, and we need you to be quickly moving back around.
Death brings decay.
We need hundreds a lot. Gold for me. Then counter can move in and claim the Great Skull Lakes here next turn, or Wolfric, that is. We'll have you sprint over to Fort Dorsey Fort. We will upgrade the Decomposing Swamp and the Extending Tendrils there. Great stuff. And then I'm gonna get another army up in. So the Challenge Stone, and then Ice Fever has walls. There's no way Grotslick can take down the Challenge Stone, so let's go ahead and move to recruiting a Lord here at Ice Fever, and we'll hold the line here. So Beastly, get a little shrunken head. Or Contagious. Corpulent. You have any good actual Sorcerer Lords this time? Looks like absolutely not. Fair enough. Let's get one that is going to be Contagious. And extremely expensive. We'll just have a Flumatech stay here by himself for now. Scroll of Leeching. Helm of Discord. And actually, we'll just go ahead and combine up these Trickster Shards for an Executioner's Axe. How fun. Probably better on someone else, though, so we'll likely switch that one on off. I will keep the Glittering Scales and the Scroll of Leeching, though. So, take the Executioner's Axe off. Razor Standard, Banner of Hellfire. Don't really need the Plague Ship Captain on you. Cost and upkeep reduction for Plague Bearers seems pretty good.
Nurgle's beloved.
You already have as well. Great stuff. Scarecrow Banner we can probably go ahead and get rid of and replace with Plague Ship Captain for more movement.
This will bring Grandfather such joy.
We sure hope so. Go more income at the Burning Monolith. Tower of Torment can go up to tier 3, which we're going to go ahead and do. It's just, we have so much control here. So we may just go ahead and grab another one of the cycle buildings when we can. More trolls or more frontline? Let's go more trolls. Yoink, spin those infections thus. Sweet. Unassigned skill points for Ludred. Get him. We keep going on the control path where we can there. Nurgle seems to have really no issues with control though. As long as you've got the right buildings in. And I'm really impressed with Dusty's ability to stay focused on target there. We'll come on back over to Tamurkhan, and that'll be the last turn for this episode. Ooh, Hashut has thrown hands with Malachi in the Ice Court. Alright, so you're using us as a weapon against your foes. They have more power than we do, but sure. Here we come. Grave attacked by Evelyn, but more evil. Wintertooth is gone, Ice Spear has a plague, and Wargrove of Woe is the one that is going to likely claim the crown of the Nemesis crown next. So I was going to attack the Monolith of Catan, but then we're stuck for a few turns. We need to get over here and start fighting with the Dawi immediately. We're going to throw ourselves into March Stance and get moving. Yes, we are going to cause all the problems on our way through here. What are they really going to do about it? Let's go out to the sea. We'll actually be able to move further. Apparently we're taking attrition. Oh, because of upkeep. Well, to alleviate that, we'll come over and sack the Bilious Cliffs again. Yoink, take what we can, give nothing back. Can't quite raid, but we can go into channeling stance, which is always good. So we still can't afford our units here, which is big sad. Astrogoth is running away from Dusty. What if you want to defend your settlement? How weak.
Fathers
Lovely. Wolfric, you deal with the Great Skull Lakes. Looks like it should belong to me anyway. This army's taking attrition even though we don't have to pay for them at all. We will go ahead and simply occupy. Zorn, Ooze, Cool as ours, and are we sure we're not paying for these guys? I mean, we might be. It claims we are.
Nurgle's beloved.
Could Grimgore deal with the counter? He probably believes he could. I think now's the time we start working down his yellow line here. Turning him into a big Mortis engine is going to be amazing. The Bale Fiend for more magics. I think that's the way. Alright, like that. All the time we've got for today. I've been at Space Wizard ToD War. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Tamurkhan episode. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like for Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne. I'll see you all in the next one.